think I'm bum. We push our Jamaican. There's different sides of fashion. No?
Make sure you watch it. I'ma smoke shit too.
Tell me say one thing, Nancy, can't understand. One thing, Nancy, can't understand. What make them a talk about me ambition? So what make them a talk about me ambition? Come and say some of them a ask me where me get it from. Just some of them a ask me where me get it from. I told them no, it's from creation. Told them no, it's from creation. Bam bam, what a bam, bam bam.
Cafe, chillin' with my eyes red, with my fresh beef fitted to the side kid, or in the project.
Yo, what up everybody? Moose here again with Termanology, here live at the Observatory, about to do an interview. And before we even start, one thing I want to mention beforehand, every artist I interview, I take their legal name and then I run it through the Wu-Tang name generator. So for you, taking your legal name, which I'm not going to disclose, but again, for the results, I got the Master Conqueror. So as a stage name, would you consider using the Master Conqueror?
I mean, yeah, it fits me very well. Yeah, I'm a master. And I conquer stages every night, so yeah, kind of like that.
And even taking that further, obviously, I didn't want to just throw that in there. There's obviously, you know, a 6 degree of separation with Wu-Tang.
Yeah.
We've definitely opened up for Red and Meth.
Yeah, I got tracks with Method Man. I got tracks with Inspector Deck. I got tracks with Raekwon.
You've been featured, obviously, on Meter Hammer with Raekwon.
With Ghostface.
Ghostface, my bad, yeah.
I produced a beat on a Wu Block album.
Yeah, D-Block.
For Erykah Badu and Master Killer and the Jizzle.
Yeah, what was that? Driving Around?
Driving Around, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, definitely real cool. I'm saying I got a new record with Method Man. And it's called Drug Plots. It hasn't dropped yet, but that's coming soon this year.
Yeah, definitely looking forward to that. Again, that's why I wanted to definitely throw that in there.
Yeah.
And I definitely did my research. I wanted to find, you know, even further reasons for why you chose Termanology as a stage name as opposed to your legal name or something else.
Yeah.
And I want to see if you can correct me if I'm wrong. Going way back to your Ed Rock days, what does speaking through raw epilogue education and terminology come from?
So it's not education, it's Ed.
Ed.
Ed was my father.
I thought it was abbreviated through my resources.
Nah, no, that's dope though. That's actually cool as shit. But so Ed was my best friend coming up, and he was always dope at freestyling. And he didn't really he didn't want it like that. He didn't have the dream. I had to like drag him into the game, you know, drag him into the booth. And you know, once I did, he kind of caught a fever for the shit. And he started like really wanting to get in the lab. And then we made a group called Street, speaking through raw epilogue and in turn. Then later, you know, we ended up having a clique where we added like my man Clip, we added, you know, Deadeye, we added Artisans, Snug, but we made an ST the Squad, which is Street, you know, Ed in terms, Squad. And that's how we became ST. And we, you know, we couldn't get signed, so we started our own label, ST Records. And we never looked back, you know what I mean? Since 2003, I put out Hood Politics #1, and we've just been running ever since.
That's dope. Again, you know, doing it as an independent artist, the fact that you're making a living out of this is obviously amazing, not to mention the dream come true and everything.
Yeah, fast.
Right. So, speaking of which, like, usually people are very, I don't know how to word it exactly, people are, you know, more in tune with, you know, making a connotation that they have a spirit animal. And for you, I try to go back, even though this may not be exactly a spirited animal. It sounds like I'm mumbling, but I'm going somewhere with this. So would you ever consider maybe, what's it called, the Thinker or the Hillies, or maybe even a Lancer as a spirit animal, if that means anything at all?
How random is that? But you don't understand. There's a connection with all three of those things.
Exactly. That's why I brought it up. So
right?
That's why I want you to connect the dots. For
so I'm from two cities, right? I'm from a city called Lawrence and a city called Haverhill. So one of the sports teams is the Lancers, and the other one is the Hillies. Right. So that's super random that you came with that. That was super. And then I was, you know, the Thinker. It's like you know, I'm from the city of Robert Frost is from. So it's kind of like, I don't know, like all of that shit just kind of had like some synchro with it. So even though you were semi-mumbling and the babbling, you threw out like some ill like connections to my life, you know, it's kind of fly.
Again, it's, I know it was very wordy.
No, I got it.
But the story had an ending.
Yeah, it did. It had a good ending.
Dope. And going on, which at this one point, whether you were a Lancer, a Thinker, or a Hilly,
I was, yeah.
one of the three, like I mentioned earlier, was this at the same time around J-Spins? What can you say about 94.5 at the time?
G-Spin, yeah. So, I never streets, I was doing dumb shit. But, so I never really was like into school like that. I just went to school because nobody in my family, not my mom, not my dad, my grandparents, nobody in my family ever graduated high school. Fuck college. They didn't even graduate high school, so they really wanted me to graduate high school, so I just went back for my mom, you know, to try to make her proud and shit. And it took me 5 years because I got expelled for breaking 6 computers and telling the superintendent to suck my dick. This is the type of kid I was bugging.
And around that time when that was happening, was that when you were hanging around Bennington and Lawrence specifically?
Bennington, yeah. Well, in Bennington Street is where I made my first demos at. You know, that was this kid named Prophecy from Lawrence, Mass. And this is like, you know, late 90s. This is like 97. You know, I had to be like 15. And this dude, Crumb Snatcher.
Of course, Guru Gangster.
Yeah,
I mean,
Crumb.
I'm a hip hop head.
Crumb was from like up the block from Bennington. His family had a barbershop. So we would make these little tapes on our little four track, you know, fucking recorders and freestyle over like, you know, Helter Skelter beats and shit like that. And then we would take our tape and stand outside of the barbershop and just wait for Crumb to pull up, thinking that he was just gonna pull up and sign us. Because that was the biggest shit in the world to us, that somebody from our hood was in Gangsta, somebody from our hood was in The Source, somebody from our hood was working like Premier, whatever. So like, he was the biggest shit in the world, and that's what it was. That was the beginning for us. Bennington Street.
Yeah, that's dope you said The Source, because obviously, you know, before the Double XL Freshman, which started, I believe, in 2010, before that they had the Unsigned Hype column, which you were definitely featured on.
That shit helped me a lot of times. It helped me a lot. Because back then, being an Unsigned Hype meant something. Like Biggie had it, you know, like Noriega had it, you know what I'm saying? Eminem had it. Like, if you got that shit, that mean you was like that dude, and people actually were getting signed off it. I had it too. You had it too? Ag had it. So that's right, I remember that. But yeah, man, I mean, I had it. Luckily, I got it in a time when it's still mattered. You know, now that shit wouldn't even matter. And I got it in 2005, October of 2005. And I had just got locked up because I just got in a shootout in October of 2005. So my life was like going the whole wrong way. And then I got the Unsigned Hype, and then Primo gave me the beat for Watch Out, Go Down. And then I moved to New York, and I just blew up. So it was like I was stuck in the hood doing dumb shit, and then I was able to like change my life and build a rap rock. You know?
What was it? Hood Politics back around 08, right?
Well, there was a bunch of Hood Politics. There was 7.
No, the album. Politics as Usual.
Politics as Usual was 2008, yeah. Which also changed my life, because then I put me on tour with Red and Meth for 60 days. I went from just being stuck in one city, you know, in the trap, to being like every night I'm in a different market, thousands of people, and I'm on stage, and that's how I learned how to really finesse the game from Red and Meth.
Weren't you really busy that year specifically? Because weren't you also that Ace Leon and Alchemist when he was releasing, I believe it was the Coco album?
Yeah, I worked with Alchemist that year, and I was on tour with Alchemist that year as well, and Evidence too. Yeah. And Rapper Pooh, that I'm on tour with now. Rapper Pooh was on a couple weeks of that Red and Meth tour as well. That's how we became friends.
About this, do you recall anything with
Nah, I plead the fifth.
You don't want to say anything about that?
I plead the fifth.
Maybe I went a little too far.
Yeah, you can take that question out.
All right, cool. But again, I just wanted to make sure I did stump you to an extent.
I plead the fifth.
All right, cool. And obviously, you're out here in Southern California, multiple weed festival. Like, it's a lifestyle, basically. I know for a fact your favorite strain is Sour D. and that's what's out there. One thing I want to ask more specifically is, what's the etiquette out there? Here in Southern California, when somebody passes you a bowl, it's usually like a personal bowl, you snap it. It's not like a party bowl, you don't pass it around, depending on what region you're at. So what is the smoking etiquette out in Lawrence? How do you guys roll? Is it just always blunts, you pass it around? Do you guys even believe in bongs? Is that like blasphemy?
We don't really fuck with bongs, man. I mean, some cats are stoners and they do, but we usually smoke Dutches. A lot of Dutch masters going on in Lawrence. And I actually live in Queens now, and it's real similar to New York. Where I'm from, Lawrence is real similar to New York. So if it's, if it's me and my man, if I trust him, if I know him like that, it's nothing to roll an L and pass it to our clique. But if we're in a room full of strangers, I might just take the L to the face.
Yup, and then give your man some.
Yeah, give him a man a bud and let him do him. And
that part.
Cause you don't know who could have been fucking licking ass that morning. Who knows what the fuck he's
My bad, sir.
Yeah. You might have some crazy saliva, some crazy shit going on with the saliva.
We don't smoke after nobody. You give you your own smoke.
Yeah. If you my twin, I'll smoke a blunt with you, but I ain't trying to just puff for anyone. Like, in the still high talk, I used to roll L's, pass it to the crowd, let them smoke it and get it back.
Like, you used to Henny out the Henny out the neck.
Yeah, like
everybody the Henny, like it's gone now.
Yeah, it's all cool.
Do a little ad lib. Dr. K's, you can always be safe. That's never going to be an issue about. They're always pure. Dr. K, it's pre-roll joints.
Yeah, right.
Pre-roll?
Yeah, and it's all medically.
Who rolled?
It's manufactured here. Check out Dr. K's. I'll pass this around. Let you guys. That's just all straight. You don't have to buy anything whatsoever. This is Southern California. You know how they all.
Oh, nice.
You don't have to worry about anything. Yeah, exactly. Just like a cigarette. Come 2018, you could go to your local liquor store. Grab a pack. You're straight. And that's how they're rolling. And again, if you want to grab any more of that, Kush Talk coming up March. Definitely check it out. Free event for all.
These are for me?
Oh, of course. Keep that.
Oh, thank you, man.
And I've heard rumors, and just for the fact that I want to, maybe you want to say apply more pressure just to make sure that it happens. When can we expect the Spanish album with Immortal Technique?
So that was something that Be Real just kind of. Those are two separate things. He inserted one that he thought I should do a Spanish album, but I told him I don't speak Spanish.
Who would disagree?
I told him I don't speak Spanish well, so that's something that I would have to sit down with one of my homies that's real nice at the Spanish shit and help me really, change the words over and make sure the shit is perfect, So that's that, but I think we'll probably start with one song, and if it comes out good, then we'll make more. If not, I'll just fall back. And then the other idea was, he was saying I should get in the lab with Immortal and just do an EP with Immortal in 1-2 days. We just sit in the lab and just kind of brainstorm on some political shit. So I haven't reached out to him yet, because that just happened. The interview would Be Real, and those were his suggestions. But I mean, they're both good suggestions, man. Hopefully they'll happen in the future.
Well, thank you. Appreciate your time once again, Moose, Term, special guest Aguilar.
Yes, sir. Hey, yo, thanks for all the gifts, man.
Absolutely.
Good Dad Gang.
Everything.
GoodDadGang.com, man. If you know a good dad, go on the website, man, and you can buy him some, man. Show him that love. And, take pics with your kids. #GoodDadGang. I'm all about promoting good parenthood, man.
I love her and blow the brains out a couple dirty cops undercover. Crooked detectives is foul, how they booking the wrestlers for cooking and stretching. We just trying to feed our kids.